Hey guys, welcome to my video. I'm your host, the J-Man. Welcome to J-Man's Wrestling Review. And today I'd like to talk about TNA Wrestling, especially TNA Impact from last night. Pretty good show. A lot of big things happened. But there's something specifically that I want to talk about today, and that is going to be the topic of Sting. What's up with Sting? Okay. Why is Sting so pissy? Ever since Sting returned to TNA Wrestling, he's been very bitter. Alright? And we're not quite sure why. He's been going around, hitting guys with baseball bats, attacking them from behind, doing all sorts of devious things. Okay? Now, what's going on in the mind of Sting? What's going through his head? That's what I'd like to figure out. Last night, we had our first chance to hear Sting make a statement, to hear Sting give his thoughts on what exactly is going on. And I have to say, it was a bit of a letdown, okay? I think it was pretty disappointing because Sting really didn't reveal too much of anything. Just the fact that he's bitter towards Hulk Hogan. And he might even be jealous of Hulk Hogan. Okay? Now, Sting told us that, basically, he said to Hulk Hogan that wherever Hulk Hogan goes, he has this veil of protection over him. He had it in the WWE, WWF, he had it in WCW, and, he's always had it. And now that he's in TNA Wrestling, Sting says, you don't have that anymore, okay? Finally, you're not going to have this veil of protection that you've always had throughout your career. Now, what exactly does Sting mean by that? What's he talking about? Is he trying to say that Hulk Hogan has always been sheltered, like, by the fans or by the management? Or what's the deal? Something like that. I think where Sting is coming from is that Hulk Hogan's always been on the fast track to success. Anything Hogan proposed or sort of did, anything he touched would turn to gold, because he had such a huge amount of success in the early 80s and WWF. People just tend to go along with whatever Hulk Hogan proposes or sets up. And I think Sting is really sick of it, But why would Sting attack guys like Jeff Jarrett and Rob Van Dam? Is he doing it just simply to get closer to Hogan, or to get on Hogan's bad side, to get Hogan all riled up? Is he trying to instigate a feud between him and Hulk? Probably. I think he might be doing that intentionally. Okay. I think the reason why Sting attacked Jeff Jarrett on Monday night is because he's trying to take out the top 10 guys. He wants to eliminate anybody who's getting close to getting a title shot, because he feels like he deserves it. He should be the champion. He should be the #1 guy in TNA. And now that Hulk Hogan has arrived, it's screwing up his plans. Because, it happened last time when Sting was in WCW, he was the #1 guy. He was the champion for a long time, fan favorite. And Hulk Hogan comes along in 1994. All of a sudden, the spotlight gets thrust onto him. He becomes the champion. All the fans cater towards him. And Sting is sort of sidelined. He becomes the B guy. I'm sure that really got on his nerves. So that's kind of like the storyline that they're playing right now. Even though in WCW Sting would eventually get the one-up over Hulk Hogan by beating him for the championship, He beat him at Starrcade, what was it, 97, I think? And he beat him again in a rematch at Super Bowl or something like that. But, yeah, those matches, highly controversial because, you know, there was always some sort of interference with the NWO. So does Sting really want to settle the score? Is that what he's trying to do? I believe so. I think that's what Sting wants, to finally settle the score with Hulk Hogan. He wants to eliminate Hulk Hogan. And also I think Sting is very bitter because he feels like TNA owes him. TNA owes him that championship. They owe him that #1 spot as the best guy to represent the company. Because he feels like he's worked so hard for TNA, and he just doesn't want Hulk Hogan to screw it up with all the BS. Because you know, Hogan comes in, he makes decisions, he starts promoting guys, and Sting feels like, well, they don't deserve it. You know, why is everybody going along with Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan hasn't been in the company for even you know, more than 3 or 4 months. And all of a sudden we're just going to go along with whatever he says. Of course Sting has a reason to feel bitter. So that's why he's teaming up with guys like AJ Styles and Ric Flair and Desmond Wolfe, because he wants to get Hulk Hogan in a position where he can just eliminate him. Okay, so he's teaming up with these guys because they're already against Hogan. He feels like if he uses those guys, it'll give him better chances to basically kick Hulk Hogan's ass. So there you have it. That's why Sting is so bitter. Does it make sense? Is it a good decision for TNA to have Sting as his heel, as a bad guy? I think so. I think it's a pretty good direction for Sting. I'm not sure where it will lead to. Maybe a Hulk Hogan Sting showdown at some point, which would be good. As long as they don't dwell on it too much. You know, have maybe one big match and that's it. Alright. Well, that's been my piece on Sting and TNA Wrestling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you comment. And thanks for watching. See you next time.